Get ready for the biggest showdown in MMA history. UFC legend Dustin Poirier has dropped a massive warning ahead of the highly anticipated clash between Conor McGregor and Max Holloway, insisting the Hawaiian hits harder than most fans realize. We dive into what this former two-division champion has to say about the power dynamics and the surprising elements of this massive rematch. Break down the full breakdown from Dustin Poirier on the McGregor vs. Holloway rematch. Hear his detailed analysis on the power, the volume, and the crucial factor of the chin, and find out if Max Holloway has the edge in this massive fight. Don't miss the full story. UFC legend Dustin Poirier has offered a candid assessment ahead of the highly anticipated fight between Conor McGregor and Max Holloway, suggesting that the Hawaiian fighter possesses a level of striking power that many fans underestimate. McGregor is set to make his comeback against Holloway at UFC 329 on July 11th at T-Mobile Arena. The former two-division champion, who has not competed since 2021 following a devastating broken leg sustained against Poirier, is considered by many to be the biggest star in MMA history. Poirier, who has shared the octagon with both McGregor and Holloway multiple times, is uniquely positioned to analyze the matchup. Poirier highlighted the raw power advantage held by McGregor, stating, "Conor has the power. No matter the injury, that's going to be there still. The timing, other things matter. But the power's going to be there. This is going to be a firefight. Conor is going to kickbox with him for 25 minutes. The consensus among analysts suggests that at welterweight, McGregor holds the edge in raw punching power. Regarding Holloway, Poirier noted that while he is a volume puncher, the new weight could amplify his danger. Max for sure is a volume puncher, but at 55 when I fought him last, he has power behind his shots, and I've got to think at 170 he's got to have even more power because Max can punch now. He's not just a volume puncher. He can finish fights." Poirier also expressed concern over Holloway's chin, observing that the Hawaiian has been touched to the canvas more times than his career suggests, noting recent finishes by Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria. He suggested that if Holloway's chin improves to match his fighting style, McGregor could potentially secure a finish. Questions persist regarding McGregor's physical condition, especially following the severe leg break in 2021. Fellow veteran Chris Weidman shared his own experience with a similar injury, noting the psychological impact. Weidman believes McGregor will face an uphill battle due to the physical toll. Despite the physical concerns, Weidman emphasized McGregor's unparalleled ability to generate hype, calling him the most exciting fighter pre-fight. Weidman concluded that McGregor's clearest path to victory lies in an early knockout, suggesting, "I think all of us are going to be on the same page, where the only real chance Conor has is the knockout, and probably in the first or second round." In contrast, the respected Street Jesus Jorge Masvidal offered a more aggressive prediction, stating, "I think Max smokes him like a brisket." Hawaii's Max, blessed, Holloway is set to headline the UFC's International Fight Week against Conor McGregor in a highly anticipated rematch, marking McGregor's first fight in 5 years. The event is scheduled to take place while Holloway is currently in Honolulu. This bout represents a rematch that has been anticipated for 12 years, adding significant weight to the upcoming clash between the two elite fighters. UFC veterans are offering Conor McGregor a significant opportunity to defeat Max Holloway at the upcoming UFC 329 event. In a recent commentary, UFC veteran Chris Weidman highlighted the specific path McGregor needs to take to secure the victory. Weidman stated that the sole viable path for McGregor to win is to secure a knockout victory over Holloway, suggesting this should occur within the first or second round of the fight. This assessment underscores the high stakes surrounding the matchup and the specific tactical approach suggested by the veteran fighter for McGregor's campaign. UFC legend Dustin Poirier has offered his expert analysis ahead of the highly anticipated rematch between Conor McGregor and Max Holloway at UFC 329. The event promises a blockbuster confrontation, marking the second time the two rivals will face off inside the octagon, following their initial bout years prior. While Conor McGregor remains the bigger star, Max Holloway boasts a longer resume, leading many analysts to believe Holloway holds the advantage, despite the fight taking place in the welterweight division. In a recent discussion on Paramount's Deep Waters podcast, Poirier, who has faced both fighters 3 times, provided a detailed breakdown of the matchup. He emphasized Conor McGregor's inherent strength, stating, "Conor has the power. No matter the injury that's going to be there still, the timing, other things matter. But the power is going to be here. This is going to be a firefight." Oliveira was able to smother Holloway, which I was surprised by, because Max is hard to hold down. Conor is going to kickbox with him for 25 minutes. He has a puncher's chance. Poirier also analyzed Holloway's offensive capabilities, noting that while Max is a volume puncher, his power has increased. He observed, "Max for sure is a volume puncher, but at 55 when I fought him last, he has power behind his shots. And I've got to think at 170 he's got to have even more power because Max can punch now. He's not just a volume puncher. He can finish fights." However, Poirier highlighted a key vulnerability in Holloway's recent performances. He pointed to Holloway's recent activity, saying, "The thing that I keep thinking about is in Max's last 3 fights. He's touched the canvas more times than he's touched his whole career. Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria dropped him, I dropped him. That's his last few fights. If Max's chin is finally catching up to the style of fighting he does, Conor could put him down."